afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast. We are host ImperialDane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to an exciting and riveting 2 vs 2 on Elst, Outskirts, North Detroit, and Fookilla. Fighting for America, freedom, democracy, the American dream. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Armored Division in the South, that is LagguAR, and the ImperialDane himself, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the elite, well, probably not actually elite, in fact, quite the opposite, 111th Panzer Brigade with strategic reserves and elite troops. With machine gun, anti-tank and infantry, half-track, Stug and Panzer Bulletin versus Muslim there on the other side. They got airborne, double recon support, double infantry and heavy cavalry. And we got elite troops and strategic reserves here chosen, so one thing that's coming is we both have access to Tiger races. MG42 there, assault going to start here. I think I went for it just for the hell of it, to be honest. Prefer German infantry. We can on the MG42 start in certain situations, particularly if I'm up against Americans on maps with a lot of close quarters. I am likely, though, to go for second for strategic reserves if my teammate doesn't have access to it. In which case, I'll leave the doctrine open for him if he wants to choose it. But otherwise, you know, pair assault grenadiers sort of pushing hard against the Americans. Also very worth if they don't have mechanized. If I see they have mechanized, in which case they could go for dart trucks, I will not commit to assault grenadiers, at least not heavily like this, because that could easily end up biting me in the arse. Double rifle start here for Detroit and Fookilla. Teammate here moving up with a Grenadier MG42 start. Standard stuff there. I'm just committing to double assault grenadiers, double MG42s. A bit of a build order I've seen others try out, as well use, in fact, not trying to figure I would try it out, since, you know, it looked a bit different. Again, assault gunners versus riflemen in the right circumstance, particular map like this, where there's a lot more ways to sneak up on them, is good. Tried here, by the way, not expecting my MG42 to be up here. Thusly coming into a bit of trouble there with the MG42 hosing him down. Up north, got punished with relations here by the northern fuel point. Route squad here falling back as the MG42 unleashes a storm of lead in a general direction. Soldiers coming up to assist the pioneers by the northern fuel point. Relations pushed back there. Over here, we can see that LagguAR is advancing, is keeping Fookilla there a bit of a cart, but he's becoming something. You can see Fookilla's actually basically avoided the main force, actually snug up. Let's hit the cart one. Actually, a clever play there by Fookilla. Basically thinking his opponent's going to rush through there, so rather than bother with that, he's going to flank up. Because here, though, LagguAR was expecting he was able to respond to it. Grenadier squad there pushed back, but he's still got the MG42, which is going to prevent any further pressure there from Fookilla. Up north here, we got assault grenadiers and all that clashing here with Troid's forces. Machine gun there being hauled forward. It's going to quickly bomb to the building. Assault is moving up to support here. Now the MG42 on the way from me. LagguAR could probably go for another Grenadier squad. He may also go for a sniper. MG42 appearing here. And of course, he's going to likely move up here into the blind spot of the building. But of course, there's a particular flaw in that move there, of course. Since I have assault grenadiers, I know exactly where it's going to be going. So I can just rush my assault grenadiers up there because, again, they're going to be able to focus down my assault grenadiers fast enough either. So while it certainly is a great way to get out of the machine gun's arc of fire, it's also a great way to allow my assault grenadiers to come in there. So that's sort of the way you can use terrain to, you know, push things into your favor, if you will. So there you go. Troid finds the eastern half of the map, Sunday night time, and the northern half, depending how we look at it. In the south here, Fookilla's advance has stymied a bit as well in the face of LagguAR's heroic defense. We got the captain out here. Note supervision by Fookilla. 2 thumbs up. Oh, look, the abilities can be quite useful there. Rushing out the ambulance with it. Very nice work there, Lieutenant for Troid. Got reassuring Norfolk, got the northern fuel here secured, and I'm going to do something I normally don't do, but I actually figured I would do in this case. I'm actually going to build a machine gun bunker, so that way I can use to defend the fuel point, keep it harder for the opponent just to rush at it. Bringing in the soldiers here to flank up behind whatever Fookilla may have here. They're currently both American players here. Note also, by the way, Fookilla bringing his ambulance in between the 2 bases, so both him and his teammate can make easy use of it. 2 thumbs up to Troy and Fookilla for good teamwork. Good teamwork, of course, is quite crucial here. A soldier is being pushed back by the captain. Got a bit of skirmishing here. Machine gun remaining here. Of course, there's still the blind spot. Got the other MG42 moving up. Pioneers retreating here. Machine gun bunker being upgraded. Down the road, I may consider laying down some telemines here and there to thusly make it hard for the opponent to just drop a vehicle to destroy it. Machine gun will continue to hold up some parts here. Fookilla apparently was not informed of a machine gun there. In this regard, well, they've clearly got some great teamwork in some departments. Telling your teammate where the MG42 is apparently is not part of it. Hey, Sergeant, yeah, should we tell the other guys about the MG? Nah, they'll figure it out. Oh, wait. Wrapping up the big push against me. LagguAR's going to have a bit of hard time to respond. Of course, there's a tactic, of course, very much viable in 2 vs 2. You suddenly just swarm one of the other sides. Particularly if they're sort of split up a bit there. Up north here, Lieutenant moving for the fuel point. Not expecting the machine gun bunker. The machine gun bunker. Nature's way of saying no to Americans. Assault is bringing up the infantry, sobbing up. P of Troid's assault there. I mean, effectively, I've got 3 machine guns at this point. Lieutenant here going absolutely nowhere as he can't push past the machine gun bunker. We got an M20 on the way. That's not going to do much good. That's the bunker either. We got a 50 on the way there for Detroit. Fookilla there. Got Rifle on the way here. So far, the American advance of the 3rd Armored Division has encountered stiff and violent resistance here from the German army. MG4 to the repositioning. Always, of course, want to make sure your machine guns are never quite in the same place for too long. And this is an absolutely critical point. The Americans will have to pull off some sort of maneuver here to catch us off guard, because so far just charging straight into us is not going to work. So, for example, a quick big flank here on the south flank, where we currently are not prepared. Could actually open up, or at least a deception move towards that, perhaps. We got the pack falling away. The opposite expecting vehicles. Pioneers, I mean, not Pioneers, where are they? Oh, they're there. I'm likely moving up here to, again, mine these, as I previously mentioned. That way, again, making it hard for them to clear the machine gun bunker even further. Machine gun here, we're positioning a bit. Got the car point there so far. 111th Panzer Brigade is in good control of the situation. 111th Panzer Brigade was a second series of Panzer Brigades. I believe there's 2 to 3 series of them overall. Initial ones were the best equipped, second ones less so. Also, remember, please subscribe, like, and share, and press that bell button. That would help me out a bunch. Well, that or donating, that's also most welcome. Links in the description for that. Troops heading out there. We've got a big push here for the Americans. Infantry, minesweepers also in case there's naughty Germans laid out mines. Mines up here to protect against the Russians, but at the same time, it's quite clear this may partly also be a diversion. In fact, he may just be thinking of the rear stand, so if I say a look at the mini-map, I may only see them go, oh shit, they're both over there, and thusly maybe head westwards. This could be a potential move, in which case there is some serious A-grade thinking there by the Outskirts. Got another Outskirts, there we go. I'm reacting to this, I'm thinking, oh crap, they're heading over there hard, but then Fookilla comes up with a secondary assault. That main fact catch me off guard there, so nice work there by the Americans. I'm sure the also pushing in here. We can see their deep penetration into the southern flank there, catching both me and LagguAR quite off guard. We were probably getting a bit too self-satisfied about our counter situation. We got to get punished. Still got the machine gun here though, of course, though it's pointing in the wrong direction. Northern point is secured. We got mines going down here. Not sure. Yep, we got a mine there as well. Assault continue. We got a mortar moving up. Still get a bit suppressed. Captain there being suppressed. Rifle moving forwards. We got Recon support by for Detroit, Infantry for Fookilla. In the south, LagguAR is finding himself being rather aggressively overwhelmed here by Detroit's assault. Up here, I'm also forced to concede ground as the Americans basically again outwitted me. Again, a nice play there by Fookilla and Detroit. Pioneers rushing in. We got this ultimate trying to hit the mortar counting rear squad instead. We got a 5th car being hauled forward by Detroit's forces in the south. LagguAR got G for defeat and pretty much all of his infantry there, slowly giving ground to the Americans, but only a bit. Ready to counterattack if they will extend. Pioneers are being pushed back. Machines going to have to fall back as well here. Mortar fountain rain down. Up north, Assault Grenadiers basically overwhelmed as well here by the Allies' counterattack. So yeah, the situation a bit rubbish here. Of course, they can't easily get to the fuel point. There's still a machine gun bunker in the way. Back here, troops healing and forcing. Nothing further going on in my base as of yet. Season the sun, the fuel point over the Panzergrenadier with the Gewehr 43. Fookilla quickly swarming through the gaps they made in my lines. In the south here, we can see Laggy is a bit occupied cleaning up the Americans had been up to. Telemine there was still down, wasn't dealt with. Bit of an oversight there by Detroit. Smoking down by the way. Helps also cover up other infantrymen to support, and also as any sort of, other things that may appear. 5th coming up here, a bit off point. Rifle going to probably try and flank up here, though without anything further, can't deal with a bunker, so they're probably just going to go for the calf point here, denying access to the fuel that way. Good play to Fookilla, thumbs up. Half trigger up for Fookilla as well. And we got there the company command post again, using submission. 2 thumbs up. I mean, a really good American player by Fookilla. Clearly a man who knows his stuff. MG4 to the Ting Hey, fine, need to get that one out of there fast. Gonna need to bring up assault coming up here. Nope, but I have yet to get any out Panzer Grenadiers. Usually want to go for a bunch of Panzer Grenadiers, but again, the whole get out the bunker and such also slightly threw that one off. So also in this case, I decided to rush ahead because I was so ahead on resource. I figure, you know, if they get a fast Ostwind, that's going to be pretty neat. So obviously though, I probably should consider some Panthers, but in this case, they obviously the exception was, you know, I could actually get away with rushing out the Ostwind or Panzer IV. In fact, with strategic reserves, if you can push out a Panther more adjacent, that's also pretty good. There's an infantry again; it's almost on the level of the Ostwind, to be honest. And of course, it's great. There's we got LagguAR there with stormtroopers. Half tree there, actually avoiding my telemine, much to my annoyance, and going straight for the bunker here, leaving me feeling a bit sad. But even then, I'd argue the bunker did its part. It was able to keep the fuel point safe for some time, and certainly threw the Americans off a bit there. Just being pushed back. We've got contact right now. The German line is very much falling into disarray. The American push in with everything they got, with every ounce of freedom and democracy they can muster in their tiny bodies. Stormtroopers sneak up with MP40s, very good. Going to go for that 5th car, they clear it out. Panther fast in the Greyhound here, we call it Detroit. Storms are trying to get the 5th car, but not quite pulling up. We've got a big push here, sneaking through the main road. Basically in between the gap between me and Laggy and, me and Laggy. Good play there by Detroit. Again, good sense of terrain and maneuver there by both Detroit and Fookilla. Very solid play. MG4 up the captain. Back here, Sultan is reinforcing. Got an upgrade with 6-man, though at this point I really should soon also consider Pentagon ideas. Pack cleared out. This is going to be really bad. So now, of course, the half-track, which also dodged my other telemine. Popping its in, the Alpines have to at least push that one away. Need to grab the Pack 40 as well, fighting around the car point. The Americans are really just pushing through at every point here. Heading hard and ruthlessly, trying to use his momentum as much as possible to make it hard for both me and Laggy to, regroup and, stabilize. So good play for the Americans. Of course, need to be careful not to take too many casualties in the process. Of course, that's going to be the dangerous thing here. But if they can, just keep pressuring while at the same time fighting smartly, they should soon be able to, build up an advantage and then turn the game around in their favor. Noting we got no major there for Fookilla, Detroit, and neither. So they're not quite pushing for tanks again. I will soon be hitting with the Panther 4 Model J. Have to bring up there, Pack. Push back there. Should have grabbed the Pack on rather than trying to get the victory point. Mistake there by me. Greyhound moving up there. Punch they're caught here by the Greyhound. He's going to fire canister shot there. Lined up against the wall. Practically an execution in one of the more messy ways conceivable. He's caught in the center by double 5th calibers and a rifle squad. Bad news there. I'm trying to reorganize, of course, with 2 infantry squads. It's a bit tricky, and I finally go for a Pentagon. This squad should have brought more infantry sooner. After they're trying to destroy the Pack 40. Bit of a challenge there, though not impossible. In this case, what I'm doing is actually baiting away the half-track by sneaking up around the flanks with my assault infantry. To that way force them track to the half-track, which will then allow me to move up and grab the Pack 40 at least. I think that's the idea I'm trying to achieve. Also, bring up machine gun them. There you go. As you can see, the half-track is reacting to the assault gun is flanking. And hopefully I can get some infantry up then to grab the Pack 40. All the machine gun they're covering up the area here. Machine gun though got cleared up by a nice flank by Detroit. He's researched grenades. So 2 thumbs up there to Detroit. Strongly punishing me there, by the way. Strongly punishing me. Finally getting the Panther 4 Model J out there. The Panzerkampfwagen 4 as from York. But yeah, I completely forgot about this. So really nice play there by Detroit. Reasons being hammered by the MG42 ground northern fuel point. Choose moving up. You've got the Eastern holding up there. LagguAR has stabilized his south side somewhat. Though of course that's partly because they keep pushing on me. Panther 4 halfway done. Model J halfway done. I'm currently in a bit of an awkward position in terms of force size. I'm basically down just 1 machine gun and some infantry. So I'm currently the one with the smallest force. Again, being hit from several sides is rather painful. And again, at this point, I'm just trying my best to sort of, slow down the Allied fuel income at least, to ensure they don't just snowball me and Laggy, who's continuing to fight out quite well again. Troy's sort of fighting a bit, here and there, which gives Laggy a more chance to deal with Detroit. Of course, it is coming at a rather high price to me, but as long as he actually makes something to do with it, it's not going to be a complete mess. It'd be rather more unfortunate that even the one player just only putting half the effort on him, he couldn't even deal with that. But there you go, Panther 4 Model J out. I would say one of the primary reasons to go for this doctrine, besides the assault gun ideas, the breakthrough packages can be nice, and the mobile observation was, I guess. I mean, the Tiger Race is nice, but it's not really what I go for the doctrine for, both with the assault gun ideas and the Panther 4 Model J. Moving ahead with the Panzerkampfwagen 4 from York, got infantry, machine guns there, holding forts for a counterattack to throw back those armies. Also lost the Pack 40, that's going to feel a bit bad as well. Panther 4 moving ahead here. After they're on the move, got a Pack out as well, they're rather aggressive position here by Fookilla. Panzerkampfwagen moving straight for it though, going to take that one out and put it out of its misery, and more specifically my misery as well there. Also killing a few other that got a bit too close to the half-track. Half-track out of control, infantry taking advantage. We got a rifle squad flanking with light machine guns here from Fookilla. Could try and take out the Pack out here in the south. We got heavy fighting around the car pond here. Laggy continues to blast away there, trying to hold away counter safety. Nothing further going. There's got plenty of resources. I'm not entirely sure what Laggy's playing here for. Tiger Race stall would certainly be a risky, and there you go. Pack out cleared out and destroyed. So on the field, but then being claimed as well. We got what Pack 40 moving about here. The situation remains pretty desperate overall for the German army. Panther 4, they're down to less than half health. Got caught there by double packs or double anti-tank guns. Definitely a bad development there for my Panther 4 already. Heading up into a mine in the north. Good mining there by the Americans. Likely Fookilla, since Detroit can't lay down. Unless it goes, I think, for the airdrop combat group, in which case the support paratroopers can lay down mines. So the thing is, most players never bother with it. Quick use of sprint about to get closer. Always want someone using the assault grenadiers. More pioneers out to assist the repairs. Got the soldiers moving ahead, trying to rush the anti-tank guns. Ground the northern fuel pond. Of course, they'll need to grab the car frontier. LagguAR mounting up for another assault. We got Panther 6 on the stormtroopers. 10 and 50 they're rolling up. We got a gunner's wing for the centre. This is the northern point here. Panther 4 being repaired with both Pioneer squads. Adding the Pioneer support package, which also increases repair speed. So now toss minesweepers on that as well, and they can actually repair quite fast. Oh wait, halfway in the Panther 4. LagguAR meanwhile is launching a major offensive in the south, or at least larger one, going for the Greyhound. Noting no tanks yet for Troy or for Fookilla yet. Fookilla does have the main yacht, though Troy has yet to go there. Troy may want to consider building a fuel cache system for them to team it with tanks. They should be considering putting now they got the Panther 4 Model J out. Of course, double anti-tank is still quite effective at that. We got Lieutenant Ding with the machine gun. We got cluster bombs in here on LagguAR's positions. Swift response there, as you can see. Barely has any time to get the machine gun out there before its entire world explodes. Mostly the world of the squirrels, though. Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung moving out here. For Deutschland, big push here. We got mines down here from Fookilla. Grabbing the northern fuel point. Moving in the Panther 4. Good work mining. Back here, troops reinforcing. Pioneer setting out. LagguAR, it seems like it's trying to set up here for the Tiger Ace. Moving out the Panther 4, going to go for deeper flank. I know they're like going to try and set up to expect an assault from here, so attack from here with his, you know, less like to expect, you know, the good old Ardennes switcheroo. Because the Americans never expect an armored assault through a forested area. It must be in their genes. Panther 4, they're falling back, though they were able to respond to the anti-tanks fast enough. Got to push it for the cop on again. Been good use of the middle road here. I'm surprised both me and LagguAR at this point really haven't caught on to this. Definitely a bit of a flaw on our side. Rifle moving ahead here. Pioneer falling back as well. Almost got the Reasons there with the assault grenadier. In the south here we got LagguAR with a big defensive point. Of course his cover point is quite explosive. They're going to cut off again. And we got another MB4 to deal with all the infantry assaults here from Fookilla and Troy. I want to keep my flanks covered, obviously. Assault flanking up here. Sandbags on the victory point. We got 417 versus 386. Panzer moving up. Assault from the other side. There you go. Forcing retreat. Doing some nasty damage to Fookilla's forces. In the centre, heavy fighting continues. And the south, LagguAR's finally moving up his forces once more. More pressure on Troy's south flank. Also sneaking up here, trying to flank up behind, do some damage that way, going for the mortar. Always try to outmaneuver your opponent, hit them on the flanks. Assault moving for the centre victory point as well. Panther 4 there in need of repair. Oh, actually, I'm not being repaired, got it repaired. Oh, wait, going for the mortar with the assault grenadiers. Quickly hosing it down, trying to maybe steal and turn against the Americans. Not quite there. Did get it wiped and hit a mine. I really should get a minesweeper up, but that's definitely an oversight by me. That is significantly large. Mortar there setting out. Troops reinforcing. Then I'll take it there for LagguAR or the support crane. He's clearly setting up for the Tiger Ace. Send to kill here with the assault grenadiers. Trying to flank up behind here. Hit the machine gun position there. Troy is finally taking up. Very good frame. We got here Fookilla with a Sherman on the way. I'm still not getting a minesweeper like the toss pot I am. Mortar being pulled back. Need to get the machine gun up there to cover a bit there. Then again, maybe worried about the tactical histings again. They have been doing it a lot. Sneak up some troops to assist my teammate here, who continues to battle it out with Troy and his Recon support marauders. Got the Sherman out there for Fookilla and his Freedom Fondlers. No. Troops have been forcing healing. Still nothing there for LagguAR. I could, of course, consider fuel cache here, so assist bombing my teammate with resources. He's going for tier 4 there. I can soon go for another Panther 4 Model J. Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung. There's only 2 would be quite a chance of the American to deal with. There we go. In fact, I'm building a fuel cache to assist me and my teammate. At this point, I pretty much figured out he's going to go for the Tiger Ace, and, you know, I found it easy just to try and, instead of dissuading, just assist them a bit with a cache. You know, they'll get there. And maybe that way you can sort of get other tanks afterwards. Sherman northwards on a sneaky path. I'm expecting the teller mine. It finally paid off. So a bit of luck there. Of course, I sense this and will somehow try and get my Panther 4 up there without exposing it to the tank guns. At least I'll attempt to. Or the Panther 4 will just take the most direct path despite being ordered not to. In this case, I'm ordering a blitz just to get it quickly out of the way there. Fuel cache good to go. Need to get the troops in moon. Got mortars, machine, and assault grenadiers ready to do something. Showing them being repaired. Panther 4 again, taking a long blitz here. The long route. And the thing is, when it comes to long route, a lot of people just never expect it because they're themselves lazy, so because they don't use it, they never expect it. And that's really the truth why I think a lot of people just never think they're lazy. Because they're lazy, they also just never expect it. In this case, I can't easily push forward. He's trying to put up the Sherman, obviously. I'm going to go infantry. In fact, I probably have an idea here. The Americans left his anti-tank guns exposed, which allow me troops to rush in, troops to clear that, in which case I can then open my path to the Sherman. Now the Panther model in the way here. In the south, we got LagguAR and Troy continuing to fight here. So far, the situation stabilized a bit. And there you go, big push for the Sultaners, catching infantry and tank guns in the way. And now moving ahead with the Panther 4. Now the path to the Sherman has been opened up. Halfway to 22 there. Anti-tank guns and everything in the way, just getting shredded here by the Sultaners close to the ace level. And crosses for those chaps. And there you go, Panther moving up here, catching the troops in a bad spot. Actually going to try and take a shot here at the Sherman crew, if I'd realised this. Bazooka that in the rear, so that's not going to help us. The Sultaners once got pushed away. Going for the Sherman, misses. Second Panther 4 almost done here. Finally in the centre, got the 2-2 versus 50 caliber. Grab the victory point here. Troy has yet to bring up any armour. The Americans yet to build any field caches. Up north here, Panther 4 got victory 2. Still starting to take out the Sherman. Got the M1 anti-tank moving up here. Another hit there. About to lose the Panther 4, they're not careful. Got the Sherman though. M1 shoots and bounces. That was really lucky for me. Of course, less lucky for the anti-tank crews. Got the Sultaners moving up and they're ace level. And they're angry. You don't get to the ace level by, you know, always being smiling and happy. Except for Ludwig. He's a bit strange. Hey, Panther Corps up there. LagguAR can soon go for the Tiger Ace. I'm guessing Troy's going to go for the Jackson, and Fookilla may also be incentivized. In fact, he's just taking some absolutely violent droppings. He's just down to a few infantrymen. He's lost most of his support weapons. He's lost his armor. Got the Panther Whips trying to assist the retreating Assaulters, shoots and lands a not quite remarkable hit. Got a half-trick on the way there. 251 to help me reinforce my troops, moving them back, and also heal them a bit. Panther 4 falling back. In the centre we got LagguAR with his own defensive point here versus Troy. He is not far off from the Tiger Ace. He is not far off. He's got the field, he just needs the manpower. Loading up my Panzergrenadiers and Assaulters into the half-track, the 251 Mittler Schützenpanzerwagen. Mechanizing my infantry, allowing me to both support my teammate. And also just quickly allow my infantry to keep better pace with tanks and also just rush ahead. In some cases, I clear a support weapon. Panther 4 being fixed up north here. Somebody's on the heavy fire there. We got another sort of cluster bombs unleashed here against LagguAR's anti-tank guns. In this case, though, he's much faster away. Fuel cache remains. Fifth cup coming in the centre. Up north, we got Fookilla moving in or sneaking in. Direct hit from the Panther 4, though. 12 kills. LagguAR getting very close to the Tiger Ace. He's certainly delaying it a bit there by having to reinforce all this stuff, and I'm taking out them, thinking, you know what? Could perhaps be an idea to at least go for a Tiger Ace here. Got 2 Panther 4 Model J's out. So that might be something there. Troops holding up in the half-track, the Mittler Schützenpanzerwagen. Panther adding a pin machine gun shot here for the 5th cover, creating off a great hit, almost right at the crew. Or the gunner. This one man left and almost got a wipe. There we got another push from the north point. Look, he's laying down mines first, making sure I can't see. But even then, it'll mean to counter-attack for something that could end up in issues and, you know, get stuck up in front of say, an anti-tank gun. Another pack out there for Fookilla. Tiger Ace will here for LagguAR. Schwerer Panzer. Pioneers acting as spotters. Situation's slowing down a bit here. We got 371 to 316. Reasonably close in terms of victory points between the two sides. 3rd Armoured and on 11th Panzer Brigade. Pioneers and air far from the 5th cover, the anti-tank and the Greyhound. Slowly moving ahead here, sandbagging up. Preparations there for a counter-attack by the Germans. Very good there. Tiger Ace setting out there for LagguAR. Definitely bring more arms. I mean, he's got plenty of fuel for, say, a Sturmpanzer, a Panther next. Troy's got a Jackson away, Fookilla, no sign of anything that. He's just got a lot of anti-tank guns. Still no caches for the Americans. Still no caches. Got the northern field point. I'm basically reorganizing. No, I'm basically popping up to just like throw down some artillery flares. So I can set up for an assault here. Bring up the Sturmgeschütz. I may have taken that, but obviously I'm not going to ignore the venerable Sturmgeschütz, which alongside the 2.5 tanks are my more favourite vehicles from the World War II. And while my fondness of the Stuka is well known, Less is known about my fondness of the 251 half-track. So, you learned something new about me there. Lining up for an assault here, I believe with Panzer Force, mortars and smoke screens. One mistake by note, I have committed, I haven't actually popped the Pioneer Squad mines from inside the half-track. That is definitely an issue there. Definitely should have done that, and yeah, I hit a mine. Quickly rushing out there, half-track lost. Clearing out the anti-tank gun, but even more fun, my entire Panzer going to be, Soldier Squad is wiped out in it. Like, this is normally something they only should apply to, like, the open-top half-tracks, and there's no risk otherwise, but even with the close one, they have applied this sort of thing where, like, an entire unit can be wiped out, so that felt a bit bad. Bring up another 250 half-track, of course, need more infantry as well now. Still, I got the anti-tank cleared out of the way, need to fall back. Obviously, again, I should have had a Pioneer Squad with a minesweeper right along and a half-track here with their assault. Again, big mistake there on me, make no mistake. Machine gun count the flank against the 5 squad flank here by Fookilla. In the south here, LagguAR continues to find a way here versus Troy, who's struggling. He's got anti-tank guns up. His Jackson, I think, already got nuked here. Meanwhile, got a big push here. Anti-tanks and everything else. Pack howitzers. Punch that push back. Panzer Squad on the way there for LagguAR. Tiger Ace with 2 kills. Panzer 4 being held back. Also got the Stug up and ready. And another 251 half-track out here. Another Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen. North here, CoH2 here trying to repair my tanks, costing me one of my Pioneer Squads. Got this also ready to support though. Other Pioneer Squad probably just get out of there. And we got the veteran Panzer forming up there to support, half him up as well. At the same time, nice attempt to flank here by Troy, going up in the deeper route here. At the same time, cluster bombs in the center, catching LagguAR in a pretty bad spot. He could take out Pack 40. Good push there, I think, by Troy potentially. Up here, Panzer flying away there. Soldiers on here fine, need to get that Panzer fixed up and pull it out of there. Man running away firmly right past the 50 caliber crew. LagguAR's Tiger Ace moving up here straight into that tank gun wall. Though without armor piercing rounds, they may not quite be as effective. But there you go, landing so eventually. There you go, mine off as well. This is actually pretty bad for the Tiger Ace. Pop smoke here, we can still attack ground through the smoke. Hope to catch the Tiger Ace a few times. There you go, almost got the Tiger Ace. That'd be a pretty disastrous blow to LagguAR. Instant enough, the other anti-tanker did not shoot. That's actually pretty lucky for LagguAR. He failed to break both anti-tankers to fire them with attack round. Giving, I think, the Tiger Ace a chance to get out. But right now, it's heavily damaged. Won't be joining the fight anytime soon. He really needs to bring up more armor. As for me, Panzer's hanging back here. Need to replace my infantry losses. And, of course, my Pioneer losses. And, of course, I need to get a damn Minesweeper. This time around, damn it. This time, Pioneers and a half-track with a Minesweeper. That's how it's done. Mines up here. Jackson tanks on the way for Fookilla. Rifleman camp moving up here. There we go. Cleared out LagguAR's southern positions. Moving up the centre. And with the Tiger Ace starting again, being pretty much his only, like, tank, he's kind of left himself a bit exposed. There you go. Stormtrooper Public Tactical Assault. Advanced. Clearing out to the Rifleman there. Almost ace level there. Very good by LagguAR. Reinforcing after crewing out the mortar. Again, after there is quite handy in a lot of ways. Very well looked, I think, very much unit personally. Heading for the north point here. Rifleman 5th calibers. Quality by the MG42. Could pop into an alpha after hits there from the bazooka. Mortifying away at the American assault. And we got another Jackson out there. Troy, not clear what he's planning here. He's got plenty of manpower. Again, could and probably should consider fuel caches. Pack crew, anti-tank recruit active. Panzer being assaulted by the Greyhound. Forced away. We got 330 versus 310. Tiger Ace close to veteran 2 bar, and there you go. Another armor assault up north here, double Panther Force. Again, they can use the force route here, the scenic route. To outmaneuver the Americans and sort of stay clear when he puts his anti-tank guns. And also just keep them off the fuel pump for a bit there. 18 kills, 6 kills. Stu great support in case of the Jackson, something else other armored. Route support they've routed. Quickly backing up for the Panzer IVs. Assisting my teammate fixing up this Tiger Ace. Never a bad idea. They're fighting around the south, but he really should bring up more armor. Panther, Sturmpanzer could be good either. I think a Panther probably is best. Northeast Jackson watching up. I'm falling back for now. I know I'm using again the ability just to fire the flares. Like otherwise, I don't think there's much point in, but just being able to quickly pop off flares gives them very much some otherwise useful reconnaissance thing. Just quickly to see how things you normally can't. There goes, I'm going to sneak up the Stuke to hit the Jackson. Though immediate harsh response here, and of course see there's an anti-tank gun, but can allow me to like maybe plan up an assault here against the American positions. and actually rush them out. We can see he's quickly realizing I may be attacking, and he quickly splits up position, so he can't just launch, you know, an armored fist assault, if you will, and just push him out. So good response there by Fookilla. Bring up the center. Troops on the line here. We got 310 versus 310 now. Here from the Pioneers, LagguAR is almost good to another push, but he really needs to bring up more armor. Just relying on the Tiger Ace, I feel like it's a bit too risky. Heavy fire there in the center. Victory point, we got Pathfinders out there for Troy now. Still no fuel cache with them. Again, we got the fuel cache here, which is providing both me and Laggy with plenty of fuel. Popping in there. Stoop moving up. Now, in fact, laying up for an assault here through the middle road, realizing, hang on, if they're parking everything they got here, and it's probably mines, if I just hit the car on that way, I can force them to abandon the position to defend that. Of course, I might also be able to do some nasty stuff to Troy. So, obviously, it's not a perfect assault. There's obviously risks here, but I kind of figure, you know, it's better than just trying to charge into the guns, even with support from mortars. So, getting the infantry, half-tracks, and everything else ready. Getting a bit too eager. I think there might have been misclick here where the assault goes off. Narrowly avoids man, got the happening. Of course, then meanwhile, it's not going to work out there. Great hit there. Tiger Ace joining in. We're hiding between the hitting them between the two sides there now. Clusterman's called in there. Good way to stop the assault pants moving in. Right in front of it. Packard's cleared out. Falling back. He's attending to. We got the anti-tank and Jackson moving up here. Bazooka found the Pantherford taking it out. Not good there. Didn't expect all those bazookas and whatnot. Half-tech cleared out. Abandoned this time. I didn't at least lose someone. Stuke is apparently a bit stuck in traffic there. Troops moving up here, taking advantage though of the Jackson extending. In fact, he has no machine guns nearby, so just rush straight for the anti-tanks now supported. Artillery called in here on the wrecked half-tank. Apparently really hates that half-tank. Understandably, Van Tan's for gaining ace level blitzing forwards. Meanwhile, infantry is shredding all the support weapons, the anti-tank guns, you name it, it's dead. It's dead, Jim. Or Jurgen. Jackson tank slowed down, pushing forward to infantry being annihilated. Bazooka fire in the loop Panther 4, pushing it back, almost taking down the half health. Infantry meanwhile just continue to unleash havoc here on Fookilla's force. We've got a flank here going on though. Machine gun being cleared out. No, runs in front of machine gun and gets halted. More soldiers out here for me. And finally cheating here, Stuke sneaking up to perhaps sneak up some hits on the anti-tankers and pack howitzers. West side here, LagguAR is taking heavy damage in tank. Tiger Ace left the Jackson and the anti-tank gun there still. Was able to deliver a stinging blow there to Fookilla. Almost got the pack hound to do their food kills, make a run for it. He wants that pack hound alive. Or operable. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Lost another half-track tragically. But I'd argue they've definitely been helping. They're definitely a nice asset for the Wehrmacht. Unit there. Destroyed. Might have been a fighting position actually. Or at least a half-finished one. Still no caches for the Allies. Looks like they're building up the forces, leaving Laggy. Alone might be trying to hit me here. Ace Panzer 4, not quite a Stug. Infantry marching ahead here for the glory of Deutschland. Got a Panzerwerfer out here for Laggy. I'd still recommend something else when I was more or less at 4 pop caps, so you can't go for something else even if you wanted to. Sadly, can't just pop up as crews like the Americans. Ha ha ha. Oh, the wit. Nope, I've managed to build up my own heavy Panzer Corps. And now I'm going to go for a Tiger Ace because I actually don't really often, but you know, figure, you know what? Why not? Sometimes the best tool is the one your opponent doesn't expect. And most people don't expect to go for a Tiger Ace. They expect to go for Stooks, but not a Tiger Ace. Jack's moving up here for Detroit. The soldiers moving ahead. Catch Lieutenant here in the center. Grenade assaults there. Oh, hold it by the 5th cover there. We got 308 versus 244. Small defense here. Flanking up here from the north. Panther 4 sending out. Stug almost good to go. Flanking the 5th cover. The MG42 setting up here on the bridge there. Whatever it's supposed to be. Embankment. Catching them forward in the flank, forcing it away. Tiger Ace stemming about. Got 18 kills on it. Tilfire raining down here in the suspected American positions. Mostly killing squirrels though, but also killing a few Americans. And there you go. 2nd Tiger Ace now available. So that's double Tiger Aces for the races. Machine gun now holding up. Jackson tanks on the way for Fookilla. A lot of Jacksons, a lot of anti-tank guns. But the Americans increasing strong with maneuverability and Detroit is flooding a lot of manpower here. Jackson in the north has got a machine gun holding up here. Panzer will find way at the advancing infantry. Machine gun push back. Heavy damage to the Panzer can find Finnies get out of there. Lots of bazookas here for Troy. He wants to pop those crap panzers like they're pimples. Yeehaw! Tiger is moving ahead. Losses being inflicted on the German army. Looks like I lost an assault gun to the escort there. And my ace one of that. I'm going to place some infantry losses as I can. Tiger is moving up. We got assault ready to support. Turn on heavy fire here. Moving ahead with the mighty Tiger is something got wiped out. Dropping a weapon. Meanwhile, Lackey's pushing in the allies here from the south. Or the west, however you want to look like it. Right. Machine gun being overwhelmed by sheer numbers as Troy encircles it with assistance from Fookilla. Jackson now arriving for Fookilla. Tiger is moving out. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Oh, just reinforcing, got no healing there. Tiger is engaged here by the Jackson. Stuka to assist the Tiger with the Jackson tank destroyer. I'm just blasting away the infantry, really. Not too concerned with a single Jackson, it was the Tiger Ace. I want not just the infantry dead. Stu quickly backing off there. Has now attracted the attention of the Jackson. Basically, they're being blasted away with the assault grenadiers. Lag continues to just keep things under control here on the other end. The American war effort has run a bit out of steam. A bit out of democracy. More Panzerwerfer here fire right into where they cluster up and just an absolutely punishing rocket barrage. Casualties everywhere. The ambulance driver's just wondering how the hell did they end up in this position. Jackson's there milling about, not entirely sure what they want to do. Situation is looking less than admirable for the Americans. Pioneers with the lieutenant here. We got mines up this well to cover against any potential other flanks there from the west or south. Good work there by LagguAR. Grab the centre victory point here. Panzer trying to go into cats, so they got suppressed. Ace pen full good to go. Tiger Ace I can use the vehicle repair ability, but I keep forgetting about it. I do try, but I tend to forget it, honestly. Which is a bit silly. Silly called in. Somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, probably in LagguAR's positioned here. Jackson challenged into the Tiger Ace, close to the ace over there, and the pack got spearhead mode activated as well, very good. Oh, see, actually clearing out a machine gun. Cheeky. Jackson going down, Panther pushing from the north. Lots of brutality here. Got GG there from Fookilla. And a quick GG, well played. As they actually, I mean, they played quite well, really. And there you go, Fookilla drops out, at which point there's no point watching the rest. So there you go, GG, game over. I lost the Americans, a brutal fight there on Elst Outskirts. A fight, I think, very much highlighting the potency of maneuvering and trying to outflank your opponent. But also just what a single machine gun bunking can do to like slow down your opponent to secure fuel. This got the fuel zone helped allow me to rush out, sort of rush out of Panzer from Olivier. Could be more mindful with infantry. That's definitely, I think, one of my bigger mistakes. Also, at times I forgot about the flanks. But, you know, certainly mines and bunkers played a bit of a role. But also just, you know, good deal of maneuvering, trying to catch the other bastard off guard. And the Americans were also quite good at that early mid-game. But as the game went on, I don't know if they got exhausted by the ability to, like, pull off these great maneuvers. I think sort of fell down a bit. And that both me and Lang and sort of slowly wear them down. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family. But don't tell enemies. This is ImperialDane. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.